Good morning, everyone. So this is Mr. Marvel. I'm here with you today, and I'm going to educate or explain to you about some of the features of Royal Q. So, as part of the Global Cartel program and activities, every user, mean to say every new user, is expected to understand the Royal Q features and then how to efficiently navigate the app. All right. So this is a new user orientation that I'll be taking you through. I would like everybody to pay attention whilst I take you quickly through the app, giving you all the detailed information about every icon, feature, whatever it is that you have to know about Royal Q. So let's just begin. Okay, now this is my Royal Q app, and this is the interface. All right, as you can see, uh quickly, let me just pardon me, let me get a pointer so that I could be able to communicate effectively with screen pointers and drawings. All right, okay, so let's head back quickly to the Royal Q app again. All right, so this is the Royal Q interface, as you can see. All right, and here we have the very first thing here, which you can see we have a slide right above us over here. Okay, yeah, and that is where you see Royal Q displaying some of its unique features as part of the Royal Q interface and then structures. Okay, so every single thing you see over there explains what Royal Q is about. They are giving out public infos. They are giving you how the system is well structured. They give you every information about Royal Q and then what you should be mindful of. Okay, so you could see this slides this displaying. Okay, it just comes and then goes like that. All right, then we now have here at the top side over here, we have a logo here, as you can see. It's just right here. Okay, this one, this very one. Okay, where I've just circled. Okay, let me just do an arrow so that it could be properly identified. Okay, yeah, so you could see where I've just made the arrow pointing. That is the Binance logo. Okay, so that very place, when you go there, what you would see is that it displays all the exchanges that is supported on Royal Q. Okay, so we have the very first one is the Binance. We have the Binance here. We have HTX. We have Indodax. We have Kraken. We have Bybit. We have OKX. We have KuCoin. We have Mexi, and we have Gates.io. All right. So these are all exchanges that are supported on Royal Q. So if you don't have Binance from your country, you can use HTS, you can use Indodax, you can use any. So you surely get one of these exchanges from your country to use for the business. Okay. Then we have here as well over here. Okay. We have what we call the security lock key. All right. And this space gives you some of the actions that you put in, or some of the things that you do. If you do any withdrawal, okay, you see withdrawal completed. If you log in, you see it over there. Anything that you do, anytime you, this is for security. Okay, if you do anything at all that has to do with security, you see it over here. All right, good. Then we have a bell over here, which is at the extreme right corner of your screen. Okay, which is this one. All right, that is the notification bell. Okay, or let me say announcement. So basically what it does is it gives you news. Okay, you see system messages, other messages, and a whole lot. Okay, so that is it. Then there is one small bar over here as well, just beneath the slides. Let me just highlight it here. You can see here. Okay, this is actually the announcement. Okay, or this is the notification place where you get news from Royal Q, announcements, and then details about any updates Royal Q brings on board. All right, so you see everything over there. So I'm gonna quickly tap on it, and then you see some of these things. So you can see this very one says what's removing NLK from Bybit Spot. Okay, so there's a three dash here. Let me just tap on that, and then it displays everything. So we good. You can see announcements. You see all the recent announcements are all here. Okay, these are latest announcements. If you see any new listings, it displays over here. Removal notices, it displays over here. So all right, so you can see. All right, so this is the latest announcement column. Okay, let me just use this to show you. Okay, so talking about this. There's a latest announcement. All right, we have the new listing column here. We have the removal notice over here as well. Okay, good. So that is that. Then we now come to the uh, features. Let me say the important features here. Okay, let me say these are where you should pay detailed attention to. All right. So the very first one here we have the Royal Q API binding. Okay, which I'm circling right now. All right, API binding. So what is this API binding all about? So this API binding, if I tap on it, this is where you can connect your exchange, your various exchange to your Royal Q account. Okay, so earlier I showed you some list of exchanges which you can still see over here, and you could see that it's only Binance that is open over here, and the rest are all locked. All right, you see the rest are all locked. Okay, they are all locked. It means that what I have not connected Royal Q with these exchanges. Okay, they are not open for use. All right, so if you don't have Binance in your country and you have HTS, you can connect it to HTS, or so you are supposed to merge your exchanger or your exchange with the Royal Q app before you can effectively initiate a trade. Is that okay? So that is what you should be mindful of. All right. So you have all the way to the last one, which is the Gate IO. As you can see, you have Bybit, you have OKX, you have KuCoin, you have Mexi. Okay. Then let's quickly go on to the next one. Then we have here profit details. Okay, as I'm circling here. So what is this feature all about? Profit details explain, or it shows you all the profits you make from your trading. Okay, so these are all uh, old profits records that I'm displaying. I am not using this account to trade now. Okay, so the last time I used this account to trade was I think that was on the 26th. These times I was just doing these ones for some basic teachings. That the last three ones were for basic teachings. As you can see, the previous ones you could see profit make $31, 39, 20, 10, 32, like that. Sometimes you get 4 and 3, sometimes make, so it's like that. All right, so we have here, then we have profit analysis here too. This particular place is not really necessary. Okay, what is more important is what your records. This is your money. This is how you see how much you're making from the market. Okay, analysis there for this one is based on the spot market statistics. Okay, these are how is it called? They are just how is it called? The data statistics that Royal Q puts over there. And then these are currency profits. The currency profits tells you about all the pairs and then how much you've made from each of the crypto pairs you are seeing over here. Okay, so that is what it's here. Okay, these are the recent ones. These are the as for the amount of money or the profit I've made from these coins in the last few trades that I took. Okay, that is what you can see over there. All right. Then we come to reward details, which is here. Okay, this very one I'm just circling reward details. uh so this is it. Let me just quickly tap on it so you see. Now reward details explains, or it shows you all the profits or all the reward that you earn from Royal Q. Is that okay? So every reward that you earn, if Royal Q gives you any incentive or any commission whatsoever, you see all of those over here. Is that okay? Everything is here. So by we see, oh, we have activation gain. We tap on this very one. Okay. If you get an activation, if a new user joins, this is where you see the profits. So when we tap on over there, you will see what I mean. All right. So you can see activation gains. These are just small direct activations. The previous ones are also there. You can see some are 60, some are 10, 10, 60, 30, 20, 30, 70, 10. It's like that. All right. So it goes on and on and on and on and on. Okay. All right. Then we have the direct quantification rewards as well over here. Okay. I mean this very one. All right. This very one. Direct quantification is what I'm talking about. That's what I'm displaying right now. You can see. Okay. So that is that. Then quickly head on to the assets. Okay, asset displays what your dashboard. It shows you your gas fee. The strategy fuel is what tells that this is your fuel fee. Okay. So as you can see, as I told you, I'm not using this account to trade, so the fuel fee here is 0.00. The recent reward that I got from Raku, you can see 13, as you can see as of today. All right, so that is what you can see over here. Okay. All right, and the strategy fuel fee, that one is 0.00, as you can see over here. Okay, so that is that. All right, then this when you come to this side, this is the same place you see. If you want to deposit strategy fuel, you see it over here. Okay, or if you want to do any other deposit, it's here, you see it. Okay, if you want to transfer reward bonus to someone, or to a friend, to another Royal user, that is where you see it. Transfer app. If you want to withdraw, you tap on this button over here. All right, so as you can see, it's everything is like that. Okay, and then if there's this button here that I just circle, that is your history or your records. So all the transactions you've done in the previous days or in the past are all recorded and then over there. So let me quickly tap over there so that you will see. Okay, so these are the amounts that I've deposited here. These are from other Royal Q users. Okay, so if a friend is a user who needs a Royal Q urgently or something, okay, you can just quickly transfer some USDT to the person. Okay, so this is the detail, and then these are withdrawals over here. So all the withdrawals that I've done, you can see them here. Everything, okay, all every withdrawal, every record is over here, as you can see. All right, so that is that. Then let's move on to the next. Now we have invite user. Okay, so now we have invite user. Okay, which is over here. um that is it. I think it's here. Okay, invite friend. All right, so when you tap on the invite friend, what you see is that when you tap on it, it shows you the registration link. Okay, your registration link. Okay, this is where you see your registration link. So you can copy the link here and then send to a friend to equally what join the business. Okay, so let's say if someone wants to register and the person wants the link to start the business, you just come in there, not you copy this particular one. Okay, just copy the invitation, don't copy the code is already attached to the link. As you can see, this code here is the same thing you are seeing over here. Okay, so just copy the link and then forget about the code. Copy only this one. All right, And how do you copy? If you want to copy, just tap on these two boxes that are intertwined over here. Okay, so just tap on it once and then it will copy. Okay, let me just show you. Let me quickly display. You see, once I tap on it, I'm tapping on it so that you could see. So you see, copied. You see, once you see that cross check sign there, it means it's copied. All right. So that is that. And sometimes you can even use the QR code scanner over here. Okay, invite face to face, so the person can scan and then also get registered. All right. But if you don't know how to use the QR code, I'm talking about this. If you don't know how to use this one, please just copy the invitation you can send to the person. Okay, so that you not have any complications. Right. Okay. Now let's move on. Then we have the user guide. So when you tap on the user guide tells you that if you are a new person and you don't have anyone to guide you or to take you through, you can do all the how is it called, the learning or the education by yourself. Okay, just do self education over there. You just come here. Okay, this is the user guide I'm talking about. All right, so you tap on it, then it shows you all that Oracle entails. Okay, how to do everything practically, activation and deposit guide, everything here, everything that all the features on Oracle are displayed over here. You just come and then you tap on it. Okay, and then you will learn on your own. Maybe if you know the person is teaching and then you're not getting the understanding, and maybe you wanna get it clear for yourself, you just tap on the user guide and then you do everything. How to do the binding, everything is here. Okay, the indicators, profit records, anything that you want to know about the business, about the app. Okay, everything is here. The user guide will give you every information. Okay, if you tap on it, you will see it will tell you everything with pictorial explanation. Okay, it shows you with pictures, images, all right, and with guidelines and then all that. Is that okay? So you will not see yourself wanting or stranded navigating the app. Okay, you wouldn't have any problem navigating the app at all. It gives you everything. It shows you everything with pictures and all that. So it will be very very easy for you to do all of these things without any stress whatsoever. Is that okay? So that is it. Then we have a mentor. That's the next one over here. This particular one, mentor. And the mentor, what is it about? So it tells you where all the mentors are. Okay. So you see the mentors. We have Robotech, the popular ones you can see over here. Okay. These are students of each let me say team, or let me say groups in Royal Q. There are lots of them. Okay, with the team members, you can see them. All right, a whole lot Robotech, hot what Sajan, and these are my Indians, Pakistans, Ugandans, Nigerians, Ghanaians, a whole lot. All right, so you can add, you can if anyone, if you want anyone to be your mentor, you can just. But please, I advise that you look for your every group or every institution or whatever has a called small team that you join. They have their how's it called community on the RareQ app. Okay, so you just have to search for it. How do you search? You tap here, tap on the button here, and then let's say if your let's say Global Cartel is our group or our team. So for us we have GC G.C. Okay, G Cartel. I think and then I don't know if it's like that. Let me see, I can see. It's not here. I don't know how it's, but let me just quickly show you. Okay, so it's here. I'll just quickly scroll through so that you see it for yourself. All right. um I don't know why the rest is not loading, but but that is it. Okay, so these are communities that you can go through. Okay, if you go to if you join and then you want to get a how is it called, be part of the community over here, just ask the respective leader, okay, about how to get the Global Cartel page over here, and then they will show you. Is that okay? Then when you are done, you just tap on the plus button over here. Okay, and then you join. Okay, just tap on that plus button, this one, then you join. Okay, so that is it. All right, then we come to more. When you tap on more, this is where the more is actually. So it's here. This particular place is the more. Okay, so this one it shows you these are other features, but they are not that necessary. They are not things that you should really dwell on. Okay, user benefits. Um, these ones they are just some few info that will give you about Royal Q quantitative trading. Okay, which you will see. All right. It's not anything too serious. I don't know why it's not okay. So this one explains all the rankings in the business. The advisors, we have the quant member, we have the elite advisor, we have the principal advisor, we have the global partner. All right. So if you want to, you can come here and then read and then get to know how these ranks are and then what the criteria to be met before you achieve those ranks. Everything is over there. Is that okay? So that's what you can see. All right. Is that it? So that is it. And my current status, you can see is what elite advisor. The next one is what principal advisor, then global partner, which is the last one. Okay, so the criteria are over here. Okay, these are the criteria that you should meet. Okay, so you make sure that what you meet the criteria, all right, for each before you can get the sorry, before you cannot get that ranking. All right, okay. So that is it. Then for the rest, we have sync strategy, circle owner. Okay, for circle owner income, this one it explains the total income you make from any exchange. Okay, it shows the profits over there. All right, you get to see those things over there. Okay, but I don't use any of these exchanges. That is why there are no data display over here. Okay, and the Binance, so the last time I used it, it has been so long, so there are no current or data as you can see. All right, then my sync strategy down to is if you are using a strategy and then you want to share with somebody or anything at all, you can see it over here. Okay, you can sync it and then it will be here, which you can use from your exchange. Okay, that's it. And then I don't have anything strategy over there. Price alert, if you are trading and then you want to set an alert on a coin, maybe you are monitoring that particular coin, you want to see how the coin is doing, you want to know if there's any as it called sharp drop or sharp rise in the coin, you can just come here. Okay, you look for the coin, you put it on not. This is the market alert. All right, this is over here. They have the set price over here. Okay, so what you do is that you can just switch the button on. Okay, you can even, if you want to add the coin here for the first time, you tap on the plus button over here. All right, this one. Okay, that's the plus button where I just draw my arrow. All right, then you tap on it, you can out. All the coins are here. The crypto coins are here. You can just scroll through and then add the coin. You tap on all, you see all the coins over here and can add. Is that okay? Then it will come after you add it to display by it, then you just switch the button on now. Okay, you can just switch here, you tap here and then you switch the button on. Okay, so if there's any drop on that particular coin or if there's any rise by 1%, 2%, whatever, if there's a sharp fall, sharp rise, whatever it is, they'll give you the info, okay, based on the percentage. All right, so that is it. Then we have we have my counselor. Okay, this one tells you who your leader is. Okay, the one who actually gave you his or her registration link to join a business. You see the person's how is it called, detail over there. Okay, and it says ID. Okay, so you see it over there. All right, so that is it. Then the next thing is quantification guide. This one shows you videos of the Royal Q features, each video, and then how to go about it. So you can see the Royal Q operation tutorial. We have what is quantitative trading, principal income. So these are all videos. So Royal Q is like a community on its own, which anyone at all can just come here. You can just come here and then give yourself full intense education, and then you are done. You know how to navigate the app. Okay, know the inside out of this app, all the four corners of the app. You know how to get there, how to use it and all that. Is that okay? And then lastly, the last thing I'll teach everybody is what the customer service. Okay, so if you want to get to customer service, you come to what Royal Q feedback. All right, over here. Okay, this here. If you have any problem at all, then you want to channel your problem, come to Royal Q Feedback. Alright, so tap on it and then it takes you here. Okay, then you write whatever it is that you are facing, just write, and then the AI will give you the how is it called, give you a solution. If the solution is not uh favoring enough, or it doesn't meet your satisfaction, okay, it will now connect you to one of the how is it called, the people over there, where the developers, to have a hearty chat with the person, okay, and then you can pour out your how is it called, your complaints or whatever it is, reports to that person, and then they'll address it, okay, very well for you. All right, so that is the Royal Q app for you. Thank you all for your time. Okay, just make sure all that I've shown in the icon over there. Okay, everything here is the same thing you can see. When you tap on mine, it's the same thing you see over there. Okay, is that okay? So that is it. All right, now this place, now these are the last thing I'll talk about is here. The spot and future, these are all crypto coins you can see. Anyone at all that you wanna trade, okay. So during the trading videos, they'll explain to you how these things work. Is that okay? They'll take you through how to set a trade on any coin at all. Okay, so this is the coins that you can see over here. Okay, so I'm just giving you a full orientation about the app, the interface. Okay, so that is that. All right, so thank you so much for your time. Okay, and then I wish you the best as you start the journey with Royal Q. I pray that you make it to the top, become successful, and then you achieve your dreams, and then you make your family proud, you make yourself proud, make your loved one proud, and then give back to the society. Okay, make the whole world proud. All right. So have a lovely day, and then it's goodbye.